Hello, cookbook friend, and welcome to the Cookbook Divas YouTube channel. My name is Katie, and today I'm going to look through this massive encyclopedia of food awesomeness. It's the Food Lab. This is by Kenji López-Alt, and we had somebody comment about looking into this cookbook, and so I'm doing my due diligence, and we're definitely going to be looking through this, but it's massive. So I'm sorry if I'm not able to hold this up the whole time because, yeah, it's huge. But I'll do my best. So, wow, already in the very beginning, we're already looking at math. So these are all conversions. So weight conversions, temperature. We've got ingredients by volume and mass. Let's see. So we have, oh, and cute puppy. All right. So we start off with eggs and dairy. Soups and stews. Then we go to steaks, chops, chicken, fish. Next, we go to blanching, searing, braising, glazing, and roasting. Next is balls, loaves, links, and burgers. Next is chickens, turkeys, prime rib. And then we go into tomato sauce and macaroni. 8 is greens and emulsions. And then 9 is batter and breadings. All right, so already my arm is like dying here. So there's all kinds of crazy stuff in this book. So you learn about temperatures, you learn about, let's see, like essential kitchen gear, knives. I mean, there's all kinds of crazy stuff in here. I saw styles because it's Japanese style knives. So let's see what else we've got going on. Let's look at some recipes and some other kitchen coolness. All right. So I'm going to see if I can get a full plethora of things. So we have omelets. We start off with just omelets in general, and then we go into the details. So like here's a diner style ham and cheese omelet, very simple, but they've given us step-by-step photos on like what they do. I really like, so I had no idea that I was making an omelet incorrectly. My egg is too big and I'm not doing like the whole pan thing properly. So being able to see it is really awesome, and like the tools that they use. They talk about what kind of things you can put in the omelet, how to cut a bell pepper. So lots of little details here on how to do specific things. Tender fancy pants omelet. Oh my goodness, that's funny. But the photos are great. And like, you know, again, here we get the step-by-step photos here. Usually I just let my eggs sit there. Probably not the best. But I love that they're able to do this like, you know, perfect little roll. And so I'll have to use this cookbook definitely to make my kitchen skills better. But we even have a whole like bacon. Here's how you fry the bacon. If you want crispy fried bacon on the stove versus in the oven, that's nice. So it's interesting what they've done here. So it's like they've taken one ingredient and then they break down how to make that one ingredient, and then you can use that ingredient for other things. So I can see where our commenter was talking about, because I think it was the Joshua Weissman video, which I'll link down below. But this cookbook has a lot more information in here on like basics, and then putting all of your basic information into a larger dish. So like potato. So how to cut a potato. We've got all of the step-by-steps here. And then it's like, well, buttermilk pancakes isn't the same, but we've got potato hash on this side. We've got all of this stuff over here, step-by-step photos. So it's a very, very in-depth book. Like holy moly. If you've ever questioned how to make a cinnamon roll, you will not be lost. Like, all of these photos are going to help the step-by-step photo, or like the process of making cinnamon rolls. That's amazing. I'm wondering if they have different kinds of stuff for cinnamon rolls, like different kinds of cinnamon rolls. I'm not seeing that, but I hope you guys are understanding what I'm talking about here. Let's move on to something a little less breakfasty, but I love breakfast. We have I mean, we have a whole soup section here. So like fast French onion soup, which I didn't realize was a thing. But we have like, here's all about the onions, different flavors of onions, when you should use the onions. Holy moly, this is so helpful. I always end up using the wrong onions. How to actually slice an onion, if that's something you've ever questioned. Dicing an onion. And I actually think I do this incorrectly now that I'm seeing it. Oh goodness, I totally do it wrong. Now I'm learning. Traditional onion, French onion soup, so you can see it's building off of each other. Let's see what else we've got going on here. I mean, we have, so I'm in the soup section, so we've got like vegetarian chili. So we've got this whole theme going on. We've got like, here's chili paste, here's chili with short rib. Then we've got ground beef chili. So all of the variations of chili you could possibly find. Vegetarian chili. Then we've got the best vegetarian bean chili. And then we've got Texas chili con carne. So I hope this is helping you guys understand what this book is all about. If you are a huge foodie and you want something that's got everything and it's got like a little bit of all of the things that you need, especially your basic essentials, this cookbook is kind of perfect. Here's something that I think a lot of people might need some help with. I know I do, and I feel fairly confident in my steaks. So here we go. There's a whole meat section here, and we've got like different grades of beef, which they describe here in this chart. Then we have, and it even says like what it tastes like, how to best cook it. We've got, I saw like different grilling techniques here. So we've got like how to season it, what tools you're going to use, what fat you should use, the temperature, moisture loss. I mean, seriously, if you're looking for a very scientific book about every piece of food, this is going to be perfect. Let's see. And then they incorporate recipes kind of throughout the book. So that's super cool. I do like these kinds of books. I think they're a little heavy, but that's okay. So we've got like, here's how you would use your beef. You would have spicy Thai style flank steak, which is here. You have a grilled flat meat steak tips with honey mustard marinade. Grilled marinated short ribs with chimichurri yum. We've got Santa Maria style grilled tri-tips. So all of the different cuts, best fajitas with steak, because we're in like steak land. And then we move on to pork. So, and that's another one that I am like, pork I don't really cook a lot of, and I want to learn, because when it is cooked well, it's cooked really well. And it's the same thing with pork. You'll get different cuts, best ways to use it, what everything should look like, and how to use pork in your recipes. And here's a list of recipes. So that's super cool. Let's look at some vegetables for the vegetarians out there, and because we all need to eat more vegetables. So we have, and there's quite a bit. All right. Let's see if I can do this one justice. How to chiffonade basil. So you got to roll it up and then you cut it up. And I like that they've given you photos, because like I remember the first time I tried to do it, I was like, what do you mean roll it up? So then you've got green bean casserole. Here's fried shallots, fried garlic, cheesy broccoli or cauliflower casserole. I'm wondering if this is a casserole section. Let's see. Here's all about asparagus. This is only asparagus. Crazy. Green beans. So this is micro steaming. Wow. Vegetable so these are vegetable techniques. So this is a searing and sautéing section. We've got how to prepare Brussels sprouts, pan-seared zucchini and corn, and how you could use it in a recipe. How to peel pearl onions. I mean, wow. Okay, one last place, because I think you guys understand this is a highly technical book. So I think if I was getting into more cooking, and not, just cooking for my family, and I really wanted to learn the ins and outs of everything, I would highly recommend this. So I'll make sure to share the index with you guys too before we're done. But this is an amazing cookbook. Like, there's a lot of cool stuff in here. I mean, obviously, there's so much information. So I'm hoping that they have like a pretty hefty index. So I guess, and I'm not seeing a lot of baking, which is good because they probably need a whole other book for that. So here's the science of frying, and I haven't actually showed you like the beginning of a chapter yet. So we've got recipes in the chapter all listed right here, which is very nice. So you don't have to like go through the index all the time. But here we go. We learn about deep frying. What does that mean? Here's if you want to use a wok. Don't fear the fat. Dry is good. Here's all about the oil. Yeah, this is amazing. Different kinds of fat. They even provide questions that a lot of people ask for cooking. So an example of that is I've heard that if you fry fish in oil, it can make the oil smell fishy. Any truth in that? And then they answer the question for you right there. So lots of questions, lots of Q&A here. How to coat everything, pictures. Here's the different kinds of breading you're going to want to use, how, pros and cons of that, classic uses, all kinds of stuff. So there is a very in-depth index I'm seeing already. And, oh, there's French fries here. Sorry. I know Carrie loves French fries, and who doesn't love French fries? I do too. French fried potatoes. We've got all kinds of cool stuff about how to make the perfect French fry. Science, you guys. Lots of science. But yeah, we have a pretty large index with great page numbers, but yeah, this is a great book for people that are really into cooking and the science behind it. If you're an aspiring chef, I highly recommend this book. If you're just somebody that really loves the science behind food, I would highly recommend The Food Lab. I'm going to put this down. Thank you guys so much for watching this this channel and this video. I really appreciate it. And I really like geeking out on food, so sorry for my rambling. If you guys want to check out more of our stuff, come join us on Facebook, Instagram, and Pinterest. We also do a weekly cookbook roundup on our podcast, so it's all the new cookbooks coming out every single week. If that's something that interests you, come join us on there. Make sure to comment and subscribe before you guys leave. It means the world to us. And if you like cookbooks, this is the place to go. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you soon.